Alright guys, today's lesson is on how to do a backflip. Now actually we're just going to do multiplying by 10, 100, or 1000. We'll save the backflips for later. We've already learned that when you're multiplying by powers of 10, which are these numbers, 10, 100, 1000. When you're multiplying by numbers like that, you just multiply the non-zero digits, like 3 times 1, which is 3, and add on the zeros, so 2 zeros. So that's 300. So 42 times 1000 would be 42 times 1, which is 42, with the 3 zeros. 17 times 10 would be 17 times 1 plus the 0. Okay? But the problems are going to get more difficult. So if we look at this next problem, we've got a set of base 10 blocks. It's talking about base 10 blocks. So with base 10 blocks, a single square represents 1. A strip of 10 in a row represents 10. One of these squares that's 10 by 10 represents 100 because there's 100 squares on there. And a cube is made up of 1,000 little cubes, so that represents thousands. Okay? Alright, so the question is, which of the following is the same number shown by the set of base 10 blocks? So, the first problem is does it show 52 ones? Well, 52 ones would just equal 52. Okay, so there's actually 100 in just this one. Okay, so this is not 52 ones. Does it have 52 tens? Well, 52 tens would equal 52 in the tens place, which is the second place. So 52 tens would be 520. The other way to look at it is, well, and does this equal 52 tens? Does this equal 520 up here when you put these all together? Well, there's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. We're already over 4,000, so that's not an answer either. Neither one of these can be the answer. Another reason why 52 tens isn't the answer is if we zoom in on one of these squares, there are tens right there. That's a 10. The next row is a 10. The next row is a 10. There's 10 tens in each of those. So there would be 10 tens there, 10 more tens, that's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. We're way over 52 tens. Okay? So we know it's not that. Alright. So let's look at the next possibility. Does it have 520 hundreds? That's kind of tricky. Okay, let's take a look. Each of the squares is 100. So that's 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 1,100. There's 12 hundreds there so far. Let's take a look at our answer. We have 12 so far. Plus we have these thousands up here. How many hundreds are those? Every 1,000 is worth 10 hundreds. So there are 10 hundreds there, 20, 30, 40 hundreds there. So we have 12 plus 40 hundreds. We have actually 52 hundreds, not 520. We don't have 520 hundreds. Okay, so we're down to this last one. This last one better be the answer. Are there 520 tens? Well, we were counting up the tens before. There were 12 tens. No, there were 12 hundreds. So remember, if you look right here, there are 10 tens, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120 tens right there. Okay, so there's 120 tens. Oh shoot, we've already figured this out. Look right here. Well, 120 tens. 120 tens is with the squares. So let's write that down. We've got 120 tens. And let's go look back up at the cubes. How many tens are in each cube? Well, let's take a look at the number 1,000. Each cube represents 1,000. How many tens is that? Every 1,000 is 100 tens. So there's 100 tens, 200 tens, 300 tens, 400 tens. So there's 400 tens in that shape, in the cubes. So 120 plus 400 is 520 tens. That's the correct answer. That's totally confusing. If you have a problem like that on your assignment, you can ask for help and I'll try to explain it again. But for now, let's go down to the next problem. Which statement is true about the answer to 60 times 100? Okay, so that's a little bit easier. So 60 times 100 would be 60 with the 2 more zeros. So which of these is true? Does it have 1 zero? No, it has 3 zeros. Does it have 2 zeros? No, it has 3 zeros. Does it have 3 zeros? Yes, it has 3 zeros. Does it have 4 zeros? No. Okay, so there's our answer. It has 3 zeros. Next, another set of base 10 blocks. All right, so each little square is worth 1. Says that right here. Fill in each box with the value that's equal to the number shown by the base 10 blocks. How many tens? Each strip is worth 10. So we've got 1 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 tens there, and you can tell that there's 7 more tens up there. So altogether there are 14 tens. Now how many ones? Well, there's 10 in the first strip, 10 in the next one, 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 10 in the next one. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And in the top set, there are 70 more. So 70 plus 70 is 140. So the point of this is 14 tens is the same as 140 ones. All right, next question. Fill in the box with the value that completes the sentence. Okay, so let's follow along. Since 100,000 is 10,000 tens, 300,000 is 30,000 tens. Okay. 100,000 is 10,000 tens. 300,000, that's 3 of those, 3 of those, that means that the number in the box needs to be 3 10,000s, which is 10, 20, 30,000. All right. Next problem, and last problem. The number of hundreds in 800,000 is how many hundreds? So what I do, I like to take the shortcut here and let's zoom in on this. Look at the hundreds. Place, which is right here. The number of hundreds is this number here. So there are 8,000 hundreds. Make sense? All right. So go ahead and go to 10 marks and get started.